Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you've been having a great start to your new year. I hope you've been healthy, safe, and that everyone that you know has been doing well. Just wanted to hop on here real quick to share a little bit of my goals for this year. I got some time to reflect, especially during these past couple of weeks. I've been able to take things a little bit slower, spend time with family over the holidays, and then, when the new year started, I just took some time to think a little bit about okay, how did 2021 go, and how do I want my 2022 to look like? And before, I think I was always thinking a lot about in terms of the nitty-gritty details, but then I don't know, something about the new year helps me take a step back and kind of just look at it from a big picture and just kind of set the intentions there and kind of plan around that. So as you might see, this is my work setup. I've kind of changed a few things around in my room, but let me know how you think of what this all looks like. I have a little LED lamp here that's on top of my monitor. That's actually for my desk lamp, but it kind of provides a little bit of the lighting that you see here on my face. I'm getting a little bit of lighting from this monitor, and then I got my editing PC back there where you're seeing more of the RGB, but I don't know, it's a small little setup. It's my desk. This is my home office, so let me know what you guys think in the comments down below if there's any suggestions you guys have. I don't want to set up I have a Godox VL150 key light. That's a bigger LED light. Honestly, once it's all set up, it just takes up too much space, and I think hopefully this looks good enough. You guys can let me know if it doesn't, but yeah, moving on. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the year, I reflected on what worked in 2021, what didn't work so well in 2021, and what are the things that I also really wanted to work on last year but didn't really get a chance to. And honestly, YouTube was definitely something that was big on my mind. It's been always a dream of mine to just make more content, and it's weird that I say dream because I have the capability to do it. It's just more about having the time and the mindset. But you know what, no excuses. We're committing to making more content this year, even if it's just just an open and honest kind of sit down conversation like this. I just want to show up for myself and for my community here. But yeah, I just have to thank you guys for tuning in. If you stuck around and you're watching this part, that probably means that you're somewhat invested into whatever I have to say or whatever I'm putting out there. So honestly, you guys are my initial group of people that are watching me, and you guys believe in me, and honestly, that means the whole world to me. So I really appreciate you guys being here. The stuff that I create brings some sort of value to you. If it does, just let me know in the comments down below. I'm always open to engaging. I'm on Instagram if you guys ever want to DM me. I try to be pretty open and responsive there. Instagram DMs if you want to have a deeper conversation or something. But yeah, anyhow, let's get into my career goals. Going right into it, 2021 was the best year ever for my video production business. Revenue wise, I did more than I've ever done in the past, but if I have to be honest, I worked more hours than I ever had in the past as well. I didn't quite break 6 figures in my video production business, but we're getting closer. So hopefully this year will be the year that happens. But when I was reflecting on my video production business, I saw 3 main things that I really wanted to change. And the main thing was that I wanted to step more into a producer and a director role. I found myself working kind of on a lot of solo projects, and last year was the first year I got to work on a handful of projects where I brought on a second assistant or a camera operator, and I was able to just focus on producing and directing. And I kind of really like being in that position, and I want to find myself in more of those opportunities. So I'm definitely gonna be pitching myself as more of an agency, someone who produces and directs on behalf of the client. I'll still be really involved in the creative production process, but I definitely want to take a step away from editing all the time, shooting all the time, and just fill in those roles with people that I know are really solid at those positions. Which brings me to my next point. I found that I was spending a lot of time editing in this room, and I realized for my production to grow, especially to the scale of an agency, I need to be spending more time connecting, meeting other business owners, meeting more people in the community, and just building relationships that if I spend all my time editing in this room, I wouldn't be able to do that. So one of my biggest goals for this year is definitely to hire an assistant editor. I've already been working with a couple different assistant editors. As of right now, I'm just hiring them on a contract basis, which means I just bring them on for a very specific project. But hopefully by the end of the year, I might be able to, I don't know, hire someone part-time maybe. And then as I step away from that editor role, I definitely want to pick up new skills in marketing strategy. I feel like over the years, I've been a part of a lot of different like startups or a lot of like younger companies, and also just kind of like helping like just start projects. And honestly, a big part of that comes working on the marketing for that project. And honestly, I feel like I picked up a lot over the years. I never got like a formal education in it or anything like that, but I definitely think this is a year I want to invest and hone those skills, learn more marketing strategy. There's definitely a handful of creators and podcasts that I'm listening to that have some good stuff. Like their free content is amazing. I'll leave some stuff down in the comments below, the stuff that I'm listening to or the people that I'm following. But I definitely want to invest into some sort of like courses or something a little bit, more than like the free content that they provide. I definitely want to learn more of the brand and marketing strategy and just have a little bit more of a systemized approach, as opposed to sort of like really scrappy, like figure out how to make things work kind of approach that I've applied to so many projects in the past few years. Next up on the career goal list is working on an e-commerce health product business. This is actually products made by my dad. He's an acupuncturist, and these products are all made in Los Angeles. And this is something that I grew up with. These are all things that my dad sells to his patients, and they've really taken good care of me. And like right now, my dad just sells them out of his clinic, but I was like, this stuff is good. We need to share it with more people. So I've been talking to him about getting it kind of designed a little bit nicer, maybe repackaged, and then, getting it online. The tough things about health products is that it kind of falls under a little bit more FDA regulation. We are going into sort of the cosmetic space, not quite like beauty, but it is like personal care. The goal is to get the website up as soon as possible, and then just launching the products by the end of the month. Just to give you a little preview, here is what one of the products looks like. This one's called the Relief Oil. If you guys ever use like Tiger Balm, this is essentially kind of like that, but then it's got a lot of different like oils in here that are just nice. So the one on this hand is the old design. This is how it sells right now, and then this is the new design. Just kind of like more minimal, cleaner. And then there's some other products that we're working on. We have a skin salve, which is great for like kind of like healing any cuts and wounds. Ever since my dad made it, I pretty much said goodbye to Neosporin because I found that Neosporin wasn't really that effective at like closing and healing wounds. So there's that. And then this is another product called the dental powder. Here's what it looks like, and that's the label there. So these are just mock-ups. I actually just printed these out of my desktop printer. It's just on like an 8.5 by 11 just to see what it would look like on the actual containers themselves. But yeah, those are the products. But if you listened, just know that this is a project that I'm going to be working heavily on this year and hoping to promote a little bit more. And I'm not going to like sell these products on you guys, but if e-commerce is something that you guys are interested in, I feel like it ties into a lot of like the work that I already do, which is like, video and photo production and marketing and like building a brand. So like, I think there's going to be a lot of overlap in the sort of like projects that I work on for this brand, as well as like the type of content that I make. That's why I wanted to share it with you guys. But that's that. So I definitely want to get the products all finished up and, all the designs and boxes and labels ordered, and basically have it ready for sale. I'm hoping February 1st. And the last career goal that I really want to share with you guys is you guys actually. It's to work on building my local and online community, local here in Portland and in the greater like Oregon and like Washington area. Hopefully I get to meet some more creatives out here in the Pacific Northwest. In the past couple years, I've been able to meet some really cool people online, and even though I might not know them in person, I've had some deeper conversations with other creatives, other marketers, other entrepreneurs, and it's just cool to like connect with people that think like me. I found that I connected and resonated more with some people that I've met online than I do with even some friends that I've met like back in like my childhood, and I've known them since then. And as I meet more people, I definitely want to be working on more collaborative creative projects, whether that's in film or in music or in other just like entrepreneurial endeavors, whatever that looks like. I'm just keeping myself open to any sort of opportunities to connect and collaborate, and I want to contribute a lot more educational content right here on YouTube. Most of my experience and expertise is really built around video and audio production, which is what I've been doing professionally since 2014, which makes it 7 years. So those are the career goals that I've kind of reflected on and set my intentions around for this year in 2022. In conclusion, I want to work on my video production business, I want to work on my e-commerce health products business, and lastly, I want to work on building my community here on YouTube. So please, if you have any suggestions or anything that you would like me to share more about, leave them in the comments below. That's it for today, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.